Okay, is this thing even working? Oh God, it is working. Good morning, everybody. How's everybody doing? I just wanted to pop in real quick. Yeah, I am sitting here in my pants. So yes, you're getting the full view of the Sasquatch this morning. Uh-oh, my nip naps are showing. YouTube will have a fit. All right. I was going to be out in the. Sorry, hang on. If you'll notice, I'll be doing this quite a bit for you folks looking at the window, or if your vision is recovered. I woke up this morning and something's going on with. Now it's my right eye. And I don't know if I got an infection or I got something stuck in my eye or what happened, but I was like, nope, I'm not trying to do this the whole work thing today, let alone try to drive to work. I can't even look at my computer screen for more than a minute at a time. I've just been sitting back here, mainly putting on videos to listen to them and just leaning back in my chair. And hopefully I'll get into the doctor today or go somewhere and find out what's going on. I know I was having a little trouble with my contacts day before yesterday, but I had absolutely no trouble yesterday at all with them. My eyes didn't bother me at all. But then I took my contacts out to go to bed, and it felt a little funny then. I figured, it's probably nothing. Sure enough, I wake up today and I can't. Oh, God, my eye just hurts, man. It's like, and it's kind of red. So I'm going to take the day off, go find out what's going on with this, which now sucks because that probably means, guess what? Now I'm going to be in the parking lot on Saturday, the last place I want to be there. But, so yeah, in order to make up for today, I'm going to have to definitely go in Saturday. But okay, like I said, it feels like I either got something in the eye or if I've had something a long time ago. It comes in the territory sometimes with wearing contacts called chemical conjunctivitis. And I hope it's not that because that means I can't wear contacts for like 3 months. Or at least a month or something like that. So it's like. But okay, I'm still loving the fact that people out there are flicking their beans, touching themselves in funny ways, and just getting that urge to do things with, let's just say like, bottles and stuff like that we won't mention because of the fact that Doctor Who got nominated for an Emmy. And I was like, okay, but the problem is the Emmy is for choreography for a completely unnecessary 2.5 minute scene that did absolutely nothing for the show. And I'm sitting there thinking, is that what it's going to take finally to get recognition? We're going to have to turn Doctor Who into a frickin' choir show like Glee. It just upsets the living hell out of me that after all these years, that now, yeah, we get some world recognition, but it's for, oh, look, the Doc can dance. Oh, there's always a twist at the end. Oh, I woke up this morning doing LSD, and I came up with a stupid dance number. Oh. I swear, it's like, it kind of upsets me when I see how far backward RTD's taken this show. Of course, the big news, Chris Eccleston, Billy Piper back together, but on Big Finish. That's been going around everywhere. There's a lot of articles about that. We already knew that was going to happen. Come on, it had to happen eventually. Because Billy been doing stuff for Big Finish, then Chris Eccleston signed on a bit later. So it was kind of like inevitable they were going to wind up together. Okay, it's like on the Big Finish. So it's not outside the realm of possibility. Oh, that's right. I died laughing when I saw this one. Emma Watson has been banned from driving in the UK for 6 months for doing 38 and a 30. It's her 4th driving offense in 2 years. I'm like, are you kidding me? She's just moved to America and get it over with. 38 and a 30 here. You get pulled over for that. You go, I'm sorry, officer. I'm sorry, officer. My speedometer must be obviously. I can't. Sorry, I can't talk like Emma Watson. All right. Even though I completely turned on the person who basically is the reason I have a career because of a difference of opinion. Ugh. Now I can't find this thing I was looking for. Yeah, look. Oh, look. There's Ace Crapper who's trying to start a feud with John Barrowman for views and clicks. I don't know. But I died laughing. Okay, well, now I can't find it. They had a post up here about this being an Emmy nominated scene, and somebody put a clip of the Always Twist of the End. Oh wait, sorry, but that's about the U869. I've already read that book. This is what you do when you're ill prepared for this. Hang on a second. Oh. Like I said, this is going to happen a lot because I can't even look at my own screen for more than a couple of minutes. That's how bad my eye's bugging me today. So, the U869, look it up. That was a very interesting story. I read that book. Every now and then I watch a documentary about it. I don't know why because I already know what happened and how they identified it. But, all right. But yeah, there was people going on and on. They showed the clip of the Always Twist. The twist at the end thing, and they're like, just think this was now an Emmy nominated moment. Everyone's like, yeah, isn't that super? It makes me tingle in me nethers. It makes me want to do a happy dance between me loins, and all this other stuff. And I put up, and I remember Sylvester's little nephew or whatever. What was his name? Sylvester the cat from Warner Brothers. I put up a gif of him putting on the bag over his head saying, for shame. Because that's what it is. If anything should have been nominated for an Emmy in the last few years, it should have been Peter Capaldi's speech for the Zygon inversion. If anything should have been nominated, you as well as me can think of a dozen moments in just the past few years that Doctor Who should have been. I mean, even if since the beginning of the new era of the show, can think of like at least a dozen off the top of our head moments that should have been nominated for an Emmy. And yet, I'm sorry, I'm going to say it, and people are going to get angry, but I don't care. But this soggy piece of shit that has about as much to do with sci-fi as I am discussing foreign relations with one of the crusties on the back of Donald Trump's testicles. The chances of that happening are slim and none, and thank God. Yet, that gets nominated. I know, that made no sense at all. Why? Because my eyes bothered me, and I didn't want to go into work Saturday, but now it looks like I got no choice because I got to go and find out what's going on with my eye. So, people are going on and on and on about that. And it's like, well, I don't, we're talking, there's BAFTA, and then, like, Emmy is like one of the big deals. BAFTA is a big deal too, don't get me wrong. But Doctor Who, I don't think is, somebody jump on this if I'm wrong. But I don't think at any time in the last, over 6 decades, this show's been on the air, that it's ever been nominated for an Emmy for anything. And this is what hits the mark. Oh man. This is what finally gets world recognition. Don't worry, I'm not going to go insane over it, but I just think, oh. Also, Ian Levine in the news, and like I said, I lost the damn thing. He's saying, look, they're basically, what Ian Levine's take on this is, and I'm going to paraphrase a bit, is a lot of the same dumb shit they're saying now. That's why I have this article on the screen. about them being committed to Doctor Who and to the fans and all that was a lot of the same things that he remembers from back in '89. They were saying just about the exact same shit when they put the show on the 16-year hiatus. So I'm trying to be hopeful. I really am. I'm trying to be, I'm trying to be optimistic, but the more I see here, the more I worry about Doctor Who's future. Like I said, hopefully we'll get some good news soon. I'm really hoping we do. But Doctor Who only got BAFTA nominated for Matt Smith for Best Actor. Okay. I liked Matt Smith's Doctor, don't get me wrong. It's just Matt Smith's character is something I called into question a few times. Well, I know, trust me, if I ever start ranting like the rabbit from a bad habit, I'm quitting YouTube. Okay, because at that point I know I've lost it. Matter of fact, I'm beginning to think that rabbit guy is probably the real reason why everybody's gone anti-Semitic. It has nothing to do with what's going on overseas. It's the poor guy is giving Judaism a bad name. Oh, well. Unleash Ben Shapiro upon him. Well, that's the thing. Is House of the Dragon done yet? I haven't really been keeping track of that. I heard it's a good series, but after the disappointing ending of the Game of Thrones series, I never got back into Game of Thrones anything. Especially after the scene where he's boffing the princess or whatever in the very first episode I watched, and I'm like, no, thank you. Now I've seen more of Matt Smith than I care to see. It was almost bad as those Daisy Rowe pictures somebody sent me, or Daisy Lowe, whatever her name was. And I'm like, do I really have to see the Doctor's sonic screwdriver? No, I did not. Okay. Well, he's out of Karen's pool house now. He's got a job. That, they're probably using the pool house as a nursery now. Karen's had a little one. Or maybe they want to use the pool house, now because, they're going to have family barbecues or whatever. I don't know. Okay, so once again, I'm trying to be optimistic. I really am. I'm really hoping we get some good news or something a little more positive. But I don't know. It's just the quiet that's coming from that side of the pond, and the quiet, the massive silence coming out of the BBC and, all that right now is not really helping my mood as far as that goes. So I'm hoping there aren't any more Game of Thrones spin-offs. Oh. Then again, I heard House of the Dragon's really good, but I don't know if I want to get invested in it again. Yeah, Wednesday is coming out, I believe, on the 6th. I just watched the second trailer for that today. And, of course, Peacemaker. We've been looking forward to Peacemaker for, 2 years now? And they kept saying, well, we're going to do this, and then we're going to do Peacemaker. Then we're going to do this, and we're going to do Peacemaker. Then all this other stuff flopped, apparently. All right, now we're going to do Peacemaker. Well, I think all we're going to get at SDCC is a whole lot of, I think we're going to get a lot of doublespeak at SDCC, okay? Hopefully they got a positive announcement. I'm really hoping that, they're going to prove us all wrong, out here that are thinking, the fat lady has sung and all that. But we'll have to see. Yeah, I know, it's getting ridiculous, these TV series. The streaming series. It's gotten silly. Waiting 2 or 3 years for a season. Well, I got to get going, folks, because like I said, you'll notice I'm keeping my eyes closed more and more. It's not because I can't stand seeing myself almost naked, but because it hurts my eyes to stare at the screen for so long. All right, so take care, everyone. Have a great morning. We'll probably see you back, hopefully, in the parking lot tomorrow morning. Hopefully I'll have some eye drops or something to help clear this up. And we'll have to wait and see.